we are, episode 70.
70.
Yes, we did.
So proud of us.
Yeah.
It took a lot to get here.
Yes. Welcome to Trey and Alex. I'm Trey The Choklit Jok.
I'm Alexx Dupri.
And as you can see scrolling below us, treyandalex.com. That's our website. See below there, right there. That's our website. And you can also log on to our YouTube page. We need help. youtube.com/@TreyandAlex. Please subscribe. Okay. We'll love you in the morning if you do, please. Because as I say all the time, we suck on YouTube, but dope in real life. All right.
So dope. Yeah. Our page should not look like that. And it does. And it has for a while.
We were getting the momentum with one YouTube page, and then YouTube kept like punking us and putting us on punishment. So we said, you know what, YouTube, we got something for your hot ass. We're gonna start a brand new one. And once we started the brand new one, our followers didn't come from there to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's youtube.com/@TreyandAlex. All right. Here we are. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. Got your Christmas shopping out of the way, Rudolph?
Oh, heck yeah. I get that done in like September. I got the parents to do. So my mom, my dad, and Batman's mom. And then we got the 3 god babies. And yeah, we knocked that out early. I can't be last minute. Yeah. No, not having it.
Well, because I don't have a long list of people to get Christmas gifts for, I'm last minute Larry. Like, I'm going to go the Christmas shopping later on today and see what they got.
Later on today?
Yeah.
That is so stressful. What you in there, fighting and tugging over the last Beanie Baby?
Have a list of people. So I'm going in there with a focused list of like bam, bam, and bam, and I'm out within an hour or two. Now, yeah, you got crowds, you got, long parking and long lines of parking and all that, but it's worth it. I'm last minute Larry with mine.
Let me ask you this. Do you put thought into these gifts? Because I'm a very thoughtful gift giver.
I want you to tell me what it is you want for Christmas. That way I don't have to think, and I don't have to get a gift that you will have to fake and pretend as if you like it or not. Tell me what you want. I go get it. You get it. You're not surprised. You know what it is. You're happy. I got it. You got it.
Oh, no. See, I grew up like that, and that was fine. But as an adult now, no, I don't ask, but I know my people. Like I said, I only got 6 people. I know my people well enough that I don't ask, but I know they could use it. I know they appreciate it. And so I just take it under my own, intuition. Yeah. And I don't think they're lying to me because I see the gifts when I come around. Because when somebody don't like it, you never see it again. It's like it was supposed to be a pillow on the couch, and you go over it and it's nowhere to be found. It was supposed to be a blanket. It was, supposed to be on display. But yeah, I always see my stuff.
You were bringing up your godchildren?
Yeah.
And how old are they now?
Oh, these grown individuals. We have a 19, an 18, and a 16. So we are still buying gifts for the god babies. We were going to cut them off at 18, but the older ones are catching a reprieve because the youngest one is 16. But when she turns 18, they all getting cut off. So the oldest one's got a couple extra years. And yes, that wasn't fair, but whatever. At 18, they are done with Christmas gifts. But
I was going to ask, if we got a cutoff age, because at the cutoff age, then at that point, you just get money,
Yeah, we're gonna cut it off, but we're contemplating still giving them birthday gifts as their godparents, because people are gonna give you Christmas gifts, but people forget about your birthday, and so we're thinking maybe as godparents we will keep that birthday going for a little while longer. Let them get out of college, let them get their first couple job or so, be poor in their little their Cosby Show apartment. Remember when Sandra and Elvin had that apartment? That was not great. So let them get through those years with their little Sandra and Elvin apartment, and maybe then we'll cut them off.
A friend of mine watched the podcast and was like, I like Alex. She's just like my mama. She just love to talk. She don't know when to stop talking. She just talk. And it just made me remember that, because I'm like, yeah, Alex can't tell you nothing quick. She got to tell you.
No.
It ain't a quick story. That just made me think about that. So
it was on my report cards as long as I was in school.
Yeah.
Talks too much. every single report card. So hey, I'm consistent.
I had it in my head. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to ask her about Christmas, and then I'm going to talk about the gifts, and then I'm going to get into what age do you get before the gifts. But you kind of answered the question and then went into the psychology of it, and broken down from the beginning to the end. So that's Alexx Dupri. That's all. You gotta love her. You gotta love her. His holiday season, of course. On Hulu. Actually, last night I found myself watching Home Alone and remembered how good of a movie that was.
It's really good. Yeah. It stands up.
Yesterday, years old, when I found out that his little brother, is it Keiran
Culkin. Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
Academy Award winner. He was in Succession on, I believe that was HBO. And he ran for like 5 seasons, 4, 5, 6 seasons, whatever. Yeah. He's good. He's dope.
So is Macaulay still acting? Right? He's still acting.
He is still acting. I mean, he stepped away for a little bit, but yeah, he's still acting. He's extra funny looking right now, which is really unfortunate because he was so cute as a kid.
And you got to believe he's like filthy rich now, right? Off that movie. He's still getting some type of residual, something. Hopefully
he is.
Hopefully he worked out like a Lion King, Jason Weaver type deal where he gets his money later on in life. He just can't wait to be king,
Well, he did, but he had a situation like Gary Coleman. So he did have to like sue his parents and he had to emancipate himself. Yeah, he had something going on like that, but there is still something that I think they didn't touch. There was something that they set up years ago because there was, back in the black and white movie days, there was a kid who was making like millions of dollars back then before millions of dollars was being made by anybody, and his parents stole his money. So he's the name of it is the dude's name. I can't remember it right now, that kid's name, but there's like a such and such law that money that those kids make, a certain percentage, have to be set aside for them in that account. And so I think whatever was going on with his parents, it was mainly his dad is the one that he still has his money from that protected kid account.
Interesting. I never knew that there was a such thing, but I assume that you kind of have to do that when you have these child stars that have all this money and, you get the shady parents and the shady managers and then the shady managers and the shady parents are in cahoots with each other. And, we're only doing it for your own good, etc. Thinking the kid and taken care of, and mom and pop eating shrimp and steak and going on 5-star luxury vacations and whatnot. You don't know what's going on. And then he ends up like Gary Coleman, and we went through that whole thing. It's so sad story.
So sad.
But Macaulay came in on a different train, if you want to call it that. But just thinking about Home Alone and how it was such a dope Christmas movie.
It was very well written and it was very well cast. I think those specific actors really made the movie, because it could have been cheesy, it could have gone wrong. But those actors, yeah, it's still a classic. It holds up.
Keep the change, you filthy animal. Now that I'm older and grown now, I have questions about the stuff that we grew up watching as kids when it came Christmas time. So, because you're a Miss Know-It-All and you know it all, those, I wouldn't even call it clay.
But stop motion animation.
Stop motion animation. So I'm thinking about the Santa Claus Comes to Town and the
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Meister Burger, and all those. So break that down. So they would have the clay figure and they would take a picture or whatever and then make the next movement and take a picture of that. So they're constantly taking pictures of these clay figures, right? And then making it seem like it's being animated in the gist.
Yeah. So there's it's stop motion animation, and you can use different mediums. Now we're used to clay. That was what was like the most popular one that we know of, because it was like the California raisins and all of that stuff.
Right.
But if you've ever watched like the Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton's movie, that's also stop motion animation. That's not clay, but it's still stop motion animation.
That's not appealable to me. I would look at those and just would go right over it. I don't know. It's just something about them that didn't really appeal to me. But
it wasn't my jam either, but it was very popular.
So out of those, so you had Santa Claus was coming to town. You had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Was there another one? Wasn't there another one
that was stop motion or very popular?
Stop motion like that.
Well, they had those like later years. They had Wallace and Gromit. Do you remember those things?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
What her-
it's
Go ahead.
that's more like the 2000s or
Oh,
whatever.
no.
It's like a dude and his dog.
I'm grown, smoking weed and having sex. So at that
No.
ain't no.
I think stop motion was also Gumby. Remember? Was there
Yeah.
a Christian show, Davy and Goliath, like on some Christian channel when we was little, the dude with his dog?
Yes, I remember. Yes, it was. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember that was a type of show that had to stop animation, like you were talking about. Yes.
Yeah, but for Christmas, I can't pull another one out of my head. I'm not a big Christmas movie person.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Christmas song person. I'm not rocking the carols or whatever. I mean, the most I'll do is on Christmas Day. I don't want to say it because that broad is gonna start talking to me right now. But you know, the assistant speaker, the smart speaker around your house,
Siri.
I'll ask. No, mine is the
oh,
G.
sorry.
The
Show
G.
definitely went off as soon as I said it. Look at her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want to say it. Mine is Google. But I asked that broad to play some Donny Hathaway, and then we just get to it like that. But otherwise, I'm not a big Christmas music person.
Now, when you just brought up Donny Hathaway, it makes me think about your favorite Christmas songs of all time. Now that, hands down, is number one. So, like,
sure.
Yeah, okay. So, number one, hands down, Christmas song of all time, Donny Hathaway, This Christmas, for sure.
Yeah.
And we actually should have started from 5 to 1, but we already got number one out of the way. Donny Hathaway, done deal.
Okay.
All right.
I got some others, but I don't have them in order.
I don't have them in order either. If I give you my top five would be In My Mind. That's the Temptations. Yeah. Silent Night. Definitely. Got to put that up there. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. Kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm beneath the mistletoe last night. Mama was a thought back then. My mama was a thought. Here's something that a lot of people may not have on their list. Merry Christmas All from the South Soul Orchestra.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Have a happy, jolly new year. It's the old white lady. Happy, jolly, lovely time.
Yeah, that's a jam. We know that.
Yeah.
That's a white lady?
Okay. Yeah. Merry Christmas All from the South Soul Orchestra.
Okay.
I think I have one more for you.
Okay.
Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto.
That was mine.
From James Brown.
You stole it.
Did I?
Yeah. Yeah, that's on my list for sure.
We got James Brown. We got Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
We got
I saw Mommy
Kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I got Silent Night from the Temptations.
Oof,
right, that's my four. Did I miss one? Is it one more?
You got the white lady.
Oh, South Soul Orchestra. Yeah, Merry Christmas All. Okay. What about you? What you got?
I got my Donny Hathaway. I got my James Brown. Got my Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis. I can't not. I also got, I'm a fan of the Destiny's Child song with the dirty denim jeans when they were counting down.
12 Days of Christmas?
The 12 Days of Christmas. I do like that song. It's fun.
Everybody has a Christmas song that nobody else likes.
Yeah, I like that one. It was fun. It was a fun song. I like that they came around with a Christmas song. I like them are the only whoa,
you got one more.
Whoa.
You got one more.
I got other ones I like. I don't know if I'm on a rank. I don't know if it goes.
You got to choose five.
Man, you didn't give me time to research the researching.
Hey.
I'm just gonna say it ain't true in the 5. There's other songs I would rather have, but I can't think of them right now.
Now,
I'm just gonna give. Oh, okay.
It's okay because I got others like Luther Every Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. People laughing. But there's one that we did not say that is the number one Christmas song that
you better not be chestnuts roasted on an open fire.
The Mariah Carey song. All I want for Christmas is you. Notice none of us said it
on purpose.
Wasn't even an option.
I purposely didn't say it. It's just too much. It's oversaturated. I might go for Mary J. No Happy Holidays.
I like it. I like it.
I think
That's
I
one
might
of those
go there.
festival songs. Like it's Die Hard, a Christmas movie. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it is.
Like kind
Absolutely.
of ride the. I never saw Die Hard all the way through.
What? Don't tell people that. Then never say that again in life. And don't tell people you didn't see
Let me tell
Gremlins
you
and you
something.
don't think that's a Christmas
As it
movie.
relates to like 80s movies, I'm not really cultured. Like I didn't see like The Color Purple until later on in life.
What? Oh, I thought you was about
Star
to say never.
Wars. I remember seeing Poltergeist as a child and being completely scared of it. A lot of like the Goonies and
That's
Revenge
why
of
people
the
stuff.
Nerves and like I was I
That's why
wasn't
people. That's why
I wasn't
you
fucking
okay.
I wasn't. And it wasn't
No,
until
that's okay.
later on in life. It wasn't until later on in life where I started like paying attention to all these 80s things. And like I haven't seen The Breakfast Club or yeah, I know. I know. I know.
Yeah, no, the Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, like all of that was happening back then with the
Nope.
Brat Pack, with the Pretty in
Oprah.
Pink,
Oprah.
and yeah. Well, I'm a movie buff. I mean, I am a kind of movie historian. I wanted to educate myself, so I went back to some silent movies. I'm a big fan of movies from the 30s and 40s. Yeah,
You are.
I
And
educated myself.
and that makes you so boring. But it's a thing for I know you're not a boring person, but when you
Well, thank
hear
you, man.
this shit that you like movies from the
Well,
30s,
let me tell you why.
please.
So when they talk about that 100 greatest movies of all time, and they talk about the 100 greatest actors, I wanted to know why these movies are on the list, why they have stayed on the list. So I wanted to see them. I wanted to know why they keep saying Cary Grant was so great. Why was Katharine Hepburn so great? I wanted to hear about like why Spencer Tracy, these names that just kept coming up. And these movies, Citizen Kane is still the number one movie of all time. And that damn thing was made in the 30s and Gone with the Wind and all that. So I wanted to educate myself. I wanted to not be left out of a cultural conversation. The other thing I wanted to do was I was very aware that art of the time will tell you what was going on in history at that time. It is the most honest form of history. And so whatever the artists were putting out as their craft will tell you what was going on politically, socially, economically. And so I'm a history buff. I was a history major. I was almost a history teacher because I loved it so much. And so I knew I can learn another side of history through art. And so that was why I also educated myself on movies. You can see in the time in the 80s when everything's money, 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 that was Reaganomics.
Yeah.
And so that equals Dallas and Dynasty. So you can tell what was going on in history through the art of movies.
Knots Landing.
Yeah. So that's how I educated myself.
Yeah, got you.
To know. Yeah.
That's why you would see only the black people. Yes, sir. No, sir. They had the real dumb roles, and you would never really even see them, right? Unless they were the maid or the cook.
Yeah, and they weren't making that stuff up. That stuff was actually going on. So yeah, that's your history as well. History is not just in the book, in school. Yeah, that's boring, but that's only one piece of the puzzle. You need the full context if you care about history. Yeah. And so because life is just so cyclical, it's going to come back on you. It behooves you to understand from whence you came.
So it kind of describes your obsession, or I wouldn't call it an obsession. Your interest in that is the same as my interest is for like vintage Chicago. Like,
yes,
I love seeing how, I don't know what I was doing or what happened or what I liked on Facebook to where I get these posts on Facebook about like, there was a group I'm in, like Vintage Chicagoland, or
I'm in that group.
Okay. That was a post yesterday. I think I sent it to myself. It said something about how Mayor Richard J Daley, he gave a story on the morning he passed. Here it is right here. And it was just pretty dope because as you can see, it shows the front page of the Tribune, 1976. But what interests me was the story because it was a line, it was a timeline, hold on, in the entire post that show like, okay, on that frigid Monday, Daley had attended a traditional Christmas breakfast. After a morning of routine office business, he complained he had chest pains. On his return ride, he went to 900 North Michigan to his personal physician. Here's the crazy part about it that I read it and I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting. It said, and it's so funny how we got to this, how we were just talking about vintage Chicago and you liking movies from the 30s. It says, while at the doctor's office at 900 North Michigan, Daley called his family from the examination room and during that call, dropped to the floor, stricken by a fatal heart attack. By mid-afternoon, Daley's press secretary tearfully announced to his reporters that Daley was dead. So basically, it just gave the timeline of in the morning, he had a traditional Christmas breakfast. He had did some. So I just remember when Harold Washington passed away.
Oh my God.
6, 7 years old watching the news, the coverage of that. So
wait, they told us when we were in class.
They made
we
an
were
announcement
in school and
over the intercom.
Yes. And we were messed up. We were like, say what again? And because first of all, we had not been told in our lifetime before by somebody other than our family about death. Yeah. That was the first time, like my mama, my daddy, somebody else mentioned somebody dying to me.
Yeah.
That was
you don't have a grasp of death or anything. I remember I was in second grade and I remember they made the announcement that Mary Harold Washington had passed away. And my teacher, I think she had started crying or she had like gasped, she was really sad about it.
Yeah.
And I remember going home watching the news and I remember seeing him on a stretcher and his 2 feet were like sticking out. Harold Washington's feet were, and I was thinking to myself, oh, his shoes are dirty. I'm 7, I'm 8 years old. I just remember that vividly. So I like it when vintage Chicago, like it'll show you like how an intersection was back in the 60s and how you can drive past the intersection here in 2025 and say, oh, wow, that's how it used to look. There was this pretty dope picture of like Madison and Pulaski in the 40s. And it said like Crawford and Madison, but it just looked crazy to see that, wow, this is Madison and Pulaski.
Wait till you see the picture back in the day when that Indian was there. The Indian is he still there? Is the Indian on top of the roof? On top of the building?
You're talking about on Pulaski, right?
I don't know where it is anymore, but the big Indian. I remember the big Indian, the Magikist sign.
Magikist lives. Oh, remember the Magikist lives. Yeah. So that's pretty dope. Like to go back and just see how things was. Also, I like looking at old YouTube videos. I will sit there and watch old newscasts from the 80s, full newscasts, just to see what they were reporting on, the commercials that air, like the TV shows that are being previewed. So I'm a vintage buff, like stuff like that. All right, shouts out to our Chicago Bears. Playoff bound. We are 11-4. And Simone Biles, the track Olympic superstar, her husband.
Not track.
Yeah. What is it?
She's a gymnast.
Olympic gymnast, whatever the hell. She got gold medals in like 8, 9, 10 of them, right? I know she does tomato, track and field, shot put, whatever. Same thing, right? No?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so they just adopted a dog or something. What's the big deal?
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Simone Biles, Johnathan Owens. They are growing their family. And so they have a little Doberman puppy, but they are catching hell online for this puppy. Not because they picked a Doberman, but because they docked the Doberman's ears and they docked the Doberman's tail. So you see those Dobermans all the time and their ears are standing straight up like this. You see. And so people are saying they're a guard dog. That's mainly where you get them. You don't get them to be like we love, cuddle with the family and the little children. It's like a protection dog. And so when they dock the ears, there's no real medical reason. It's just cosmetic. It makes them look more alert, makes them look more scary or what have you. But otherwise, they would have floppy ears. So, they're catching hell for it being abuse. It's painful. PETA's coming after their ass.
Oh, damn.
And even the breeder who they got it from, because he performed the procedure. Now, it is legal. Let's be very clear. It is legal to dock your dog's ears. But he's getting death threats. So online, they're coming after him saying, we coming after you. We going to find you. Basically, you and everybody you love's life is in danger for docking this dog's ears and tail. Now, personally, I don't do it. I've had dogs. I got my second dog right now, Rexley
It's
Lotus, just
legal,
made a
right?
year.
Legal.
It's legal. I want it to be very clear. It's legal. I don't even groom my dog because I believe this is how you were made. You are beautiful. And let's just celebrate you as you are. If you got long hair, we're gonna ride out with the fluffy long hair. So, like I said, I don't even groom and we're not cutting the hair. We're not doing anything. This is the dog. I like the look of this dog, and this is how the creator made you. And so I appreciate you. So that's just my preference. But I
It's
mean,
legal, right?
it's legal, but it can be argued it's cruelty because it hurts and it's cosmetic. So docking the ears, some dogs with floppy ears, they get ear infections a lot. And so you're like, oh, well, I'm going to do something so that the ears stand up and they're open to the air so they don't get ear infections. There's no proof that docking the ears stops ear infections. So there's like, if somebody had some type of medical kind of reason to back them up, but there's none of that. So it's all cosmetic and it's painful for the animal. So yeah, they're catching hell. The breeder's catching hell.
Well,
and
he's a bear, and they're doing good this season. 11-4 down. Let him dock all the damn dog ears he needs to, man. For real.
Yeah. But I mean, I think we got bigger fish to fry. I do love animals. I don't like cruelty to animals, but I will. And you know what? Maybe we need to educate ourselves on the procedure. Do they put them to sleep? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they put them. They put the numbing cream on there. Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not the first to do it, so we don't need to act like they're doing something that hundreds and thousands and hundreds of thousands people haven't done to their Dobermans in the past.
All right. Our website, TreyandAlex.com. Make sure you tap in. We can, connect that way. You can log on and see all of our past episodes and find out what's up with us. That's TreyandAlex.com. Also, subscribe to our YouTube page. That's youtube.com/@TreyandAlex. All right. Happy holidays to you and yours. Enjoy. And don't do anything that we usually do.
I don't know. Do everything that I would do and only half of what I wouldn't. I'll say that.
Have a good one. I'm Trey The Choklit Jok.
I'm Alexx Dupri.
Holla. Happy holidays.